Brendan, a really fantastic piece. One thing that stood out to me, you quote here a vegetable processor based in rural India who says they exploit our desperation. This continues to be an issue. Why is this of sky-high ocean shipping rates? Why is that not going away?
Well, it's basically a factor of supply and demand. You have very strong demand still in the U.S. for imported goods, and on the supply side, there's a finite number of ships and containers for those to compete for. So basically, what you have is a lot of strain on capacity. You add on top of that lockdowns in China, port congestions on the U.S. West Coast, and you're just looking at a supply-demand scenario that's just stretched about as thin as it can go.
Brendan, good to have you with us this morning. Look, when you raise prices, it's darned hard for them to come back down. They don't come back down as quickly as a vertiginous line on the way out. So the question is, after this ramp up in prices and shipping, how much will it endure on the global inflation outlook? How long will it last? How long will it stick?
Well, the longer this goes on, the deeper embedded these higher rates get embedded into the economy. You have a spot market for ocean freight, and you have a contract market for ocean freight. The spot market is very volatile. It's the one that has gone over $20,000 for a 40-foot container. The contract rates are the rates that are negotiated between the carriers and the customers of those services, and those are, as we report today, those are also sky high. As much as 200% higher than they were a year ago. So the economists that we talk to, and one of them works for the Kansas City Fed, says that look, these are getting locked into longer-term periods, and that just means if you're a company paying those rates, there's only so much you can take until you pass that along to consumers, and it bleeds through to inflation.
Can regulators do anything at this point?
Well, it's interesting. The U.S. and the European Union monitor the container carriers to make sure that there aren't any sort of anti-trust rules that are broken, and they haven't found any at this stage. But they're continuing to monitor it. But a lot of critics would say that they don't really have the tools to come down hard on the carriers if they do find that there's some behavior that's anti-competitive going on.